Hey horror hounds, it's Beseda, and the air is thick with anticipation. Yeah, and probably ectoplasm too. 2025 has been a year of blood, sweat, and jump scares in the best way possible. We've witnessed hauntings both psychological and spectral, creatures that slither in the shadows and slashers with a taste for, well, you know. So I've compiled a list that will make your skin crawl and your heart race. From terrifying reboots to bone-chilling original concepts, here are the top 10 horror movies of 2025. Let's dive in. Get ready to clutch your popcorn tight and maybe sleep with the lights on, because some of these films, they tend to linger long after the credits roll. You've been warned. Our first descent into darkness takes us back to where the rage began. 28 years later doesn't just revisit the infected wasteland of Danny Boyle's masterpiece, it cracks open the societal anxieties we thought were buried deep. Remember the chilling emptiness of those deserted streets? This time the infected aren't just driven by primal hunger, they're evolving, developing a chilling, almost sentient awareness. This isn't just about surviving the infected, it's about confronting the darkness within ourselves that mirrors their own. Picture this, a family, isolated and vulnerable, trapped in a picturesque hellscape. A hard place isn't your typical haunted house story. The horror here seeps from the earth itself, twisting the familiar into something grotesque. What makes A Hard Place a must-watch? It's the raw, visceral performances, the claustrophobic atmosphere that closes in on you, and a final act so disturbing, so profoundly unsettling, it will leave you questioning your own sanity. We all know the story of the boy who never grew up, but Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare takes a nosedive into the darkest corners of imagination. Imagine Neverland not as a whimsical escape, but as a rotting, decaying dreamscape where innocence goes to die. This isn't Tinkerbell and pixie dust. This is a Peter Pan fueled by something ancient and malevolent, a creature who lures children not to a world of wonder, but into a nightmare from which they can never escape. Mary Shelley's masterpiece gets a chilling 21st century update in this year's Frankenstein. Forget the lumbering brute of old. This creature is a haunting reflection of our own mortality and the ethics of creation itself. This film isn't just about a monster, it's about the monstrous potential that lies dormant within us all. It asks the question, who is the real monster, the creation or the creator? Prepare to be mesmerized and honestly terrified by Hard Eyes. This film introduces us to a new kind of terror, a seductive entity that preys on our deepest desires and darkest fears. Imagine a world where falling in love could actually be a death sentence. Hard Eyes is a slow burn, a hypnotic descent into madness that will leave you questioning the nature of love, obsession, and, well, the monsters we create in our own minds. Remember that creepy cymbal-banging monkey toy from your childhood? The monkey takes that unsettling image and weaponizes it into a terrifying exploration of grief, guilt, and the things we repress. This isn't just a creepy doll flick, it's a haunting meditation on the ways in which our past traumas can manifest in the present, turning the seemingly innocent into instruments of terror. Just a heads up, you might want to lock away any old toys you have lying around after this one. Okay, get ready to experience true isolation in The Gorge, a film that's honestly as bleak and unforgiving as its titular setting. Imagine, if you will, a desolate canyon, shrouded in mist and legend, where something ancient and evil is, definitely stirring. So, a group of hikers stumbles into this abyss, but what they end up encountering isn't just the unforgiving wilderness, it's a presence, a malevolent force that actually feeds on their fear and desperation. And, well, let's just say, not everyone makes it out of the gorge alive. Pinocchio Unstrung takes the classic tale of a wooden boy and turns it into this grotesque puppet show of body horror and existential dread. This isn't your childhood fairy tale, not even close. Imagine Pinocchio's quest for humanity as, well, a gruesome descent into his own artificiality. Each lie doesn't just make his nose grow, it twists his body into a macabre mockery of life. This film is definitely not for the faint of heart, but honestly, it's a visually stunning and deeply unsettling exploration of what it really means to be human. The iconic slasher franchise returns with a vengeance in I Know What You Did Last Summer. This isn't just a reboot, It's a razor-sharp reinvention that, honors the chilling legacy of the original while carving its own bloody path. This time, the secrets run deeper, the stakes are higher, and the body count? Let's just say, you'll need a bigger boat. Or maybe a stronger stomach. You can't cheat death, but you can postpone the inevitable. At least for a little while. Final destination. Bloodlines proves that the franchise is far from out of inventive ways to terrify us. This time the premonitions are more vivid, the deaths more gruesome, and the sense of dread, palpable. Bloodlines reminds us that death is the ultimate puppet master, pulling the strings of our fate in a macabre dance of terror. Hold on to your seats because, seriously, this roller coaster ride of fear will leave you breathless. So there you have it, horror devotees. My top 10 picks for the most terrifying films of 2025. From demonic entities to the monsters lurking within us all, this year's crop of horror films has truly pushed the boundaries of fear. But be warned, these films aren't just content to make you jump or scream. They burrow under your skin, planting seeds of unease that blossom long after the credits roll. You might want to double-check those shadows tonight, and whatever you do, don't answer any strange calls. Sweet dreams, or should I say nightmares.